Hello my dear friends, wishing you all 78th India's Independence Day. And today, right now it is 15th August 2024, and today itself this time we are shooting, and this particular shoot is going to be posted today itself, and this is my way of protest against the R.G. Kaur medical victim, what happened with her. And as in the very beginning I said that 78th Independence Day, but I haven't said happy, and I believe it cannot be a happy Independence Day, neither for you nor for any one of us on the other side. According to me, I believe that independence and happiness are both collective emotion. So when one of our family and friends in our country is going through immense pain, how that can be happiness for the rest of the people in our country. And honestly speaking, I am very surprised today. As I said, this is 15th August, and right now, let me check the time. Right now it is 2:20 a.m. This is the time we are shooting it. And since the morning, I had been seeing today, there are hundreds of messages that I am getting, where people are wishing each other Happy Independence Day, Happy Independence Day. My family, friends, people I know, I do not know, so many in the groups, as if it's a mass celebration that is going on. And I just fail to understand this overall concept and this happiness, how it is flowing in the heart of the people. How? I still don't understand how people are sharing Happy Independence Day, quote unquote. I mean, what is happiness? Is it just a holiday to enjoy? That having a leave from the school and it's a happiness? Or is it like because we don't have to work another day, that's a happiness? Or is it that another extra holiday in the list, so we can just go and spend some time here and there, and that's a happiness, and we are defining it as Happy Independence Day? I'm seriously, I'm just failing to understand where from people are getting so much of happiness and they are sharing this Happy Independence Day message. I question and I doubt, and for this doubting and for this questioning, if there are certain sections of the people or certain people, my family, friends, whoever, if they kind of try to scold me or go against me or dislike me, then I'm fine with it. I really don't care, because I personally believe in humanity. And what happened with Tilottama, that's how this girl we are calling the R.G. Kaur rape victim and murdered victim. I hate to say this word. I hate to say this word on camera, that rape victim, murdered victim. I mean, how gross and how insane it can be, and that also in the wake of our 78th independence. Is this the independence for which our freedom fighters fought and sacrificed their lives? Does it come so free and so cheap that we can indulge it the way how we want it to? We also are indulging with our happiness notes. And so as those criminals and the accused indulge themselves by doing this gross sin. So yes, I personally also is getting into this mass protest of Reclaim the Night. And I also demand justice for this girl. And not just for this girl, for each and every of the girl and women and man also who are becoming victims like this day in and day out. And another important thing also what I was seeing is, yes, definitely media holds a very, very important prime position, because it is bringing this news to each and every corner of our country, in the world across. But again, when I was watching the media thing, there are so many channels where they are creating a drama out of it. I don't understand how, for the sake of certain TRP, certain points, you do drama with such sensitive issue. And also what I was seeing with so many political leaders also and political members also, each and every one of them, most of the time they are just trying their way of getting profit out of this situation, politicizing. My only question is it a matter of politicizing? Is it not the time that we come together as a nation, as a human being, as a human force, and fight against this gross injustice and fight against those dash goons? I cannot use slang on the camera, that's why I just use dash. I mean, how? And here I would just like to read a few lines from a report, and it is a very important report which goes on with the headline "Violence on Women in West Bengal." In the year 2011, West Bengal, with 7.5% share of country's population, has accounted for nearly 12.7% of total crime against women by reporting 29.133 cases. Torture cases in the country have increased by 5.4% over the previous year. 19.9% of these were reported from West Bengal, 19,772 cases. The highest crime rate of 21.6 was also reported from West Bengal as compared to the national rate at 8.2. West Bengal recorded 2,363 incidents of rape in 2011. Over the previous year's 2,311. This constitutes 9.7% of the total number of registered cases of rape, which is 24,206 across the entire nation. So from this report, which is by professor of Jadavpur University, you can very well understand where the situation is, how gross, how alarming the situation is. And along with that, I would just like to, name another of the few reports. Sondeshkhali, women raped by Trinamool leader. The second one, 1990, Bantola rape. Third one, 2014, Birbhum gang rape. Number 4, 2015, Kandhamal gang rape. Number 5, 2013, Kamduni gang rape and murder. Number 6, March 2024, a Spanish tourist who gets raped in Bihar, Dumka. She was just 28 and she was traveling around the world. And they were just staying along with her partner, and which is just near to Ranchi. And there she got again gang raped March 2, 2024 in Bihar. This is just a few of the incidents we are talking about, a few which got into the limelight. And the rest of the incidents that I talked about right now, I shared with you, they all happened in West Bengal. So here, another thing I would like to read. I mean, today I just feeling like I cannot stop. This is like, happening at my backyard. In West Bengal, the almost daily incidents of molestation, harassment, rape, as well as longer term statistics published by the NCRB are as much as a result of lumpenization of political forces. Let me reiterate, lumpenization of political forces, as of a vicious cycle of denials by the Mamata government, coupled with the gross apathy and the inaction of our police forces. Now, here it's not about the government, it's not about the political party. I really, really demand with the whole of the rest of the nation, along with being a true blue Calcuttan and Bengali, that let's come together and fight against this gross injustice. Not just with our Tilottama, yes, she is the focus, now the entire country is burning in rage. But along with that, justice should be served to each and every of the individuals who go through similar plight and misery. True independence can only come with happiness when these darkness should not be there. And here, so many times as I study the Islamic laws, etc., the Shariati laws, etc. With many things I do not agree. But with one thing I agree 100%. It should be like an eye for an eye. The way the Islamic country treats this kind of heinous crimes and criminals. Just death, nothing else. These criminals too should be treated like that on a fast track. Because in that case, there will be a fear in them. And that's why you will see in the Islamist country, there can be a lot of other things that happens, not getting into this thing. But as far as talking of rape and murder, these things hardly happens over there. Because as we know, the rules, the laws are so strict. People lives in a state of fear. And I believe, for the true disciplined movement of a country towards advancement, certain fear is very, very important. Because that is what keeps the people sane from getting into that zone of wildness. Because here the goons, the criminals, they are so very free in their mind. They are enjoying the happy independence. That whatever we do, maybe even if we get caught, what is it? We go through the court process, and after certain time, maybe we have to be, in the police custody, judicial custody for some time, few months, and then we come out on a bail. And then the case is just going to be on, and we have fathers and godfathers who are sitting there and who are going to, pump money for us, and they once again will do another crime. That should not be the case. Here, it too should be fast track, the way how it is in the Islamic countries. No talk, no nothing. You have done this, so you have to pay for it. And they should be, so that fear is there. And these kind of dirty people with a dirty mind think 100 of times before committing this kind of heinous crimes. I condemn with fullest of my honesty and sincerity. And that's why today, once again, this is just another Independence Day for me, and not Happy Independence Day at all. And once again, I wish this should not be for any one of you. And it hurts, it pains. Just give it a little thought, and I request all of you, let's come together and be a part of this march, of this protest. Because today it happened with someone's family, someone's daughter, someone's, friend, someone's colleague. Tomorrow it may happen with you also, in your family. Then what? Please give it a little thought. Thank you.